Hey, interwebs. So, my dad's birthday was like last week, and my brilliant plan was to find a song that I thought reminded me of him, and I was gonna record it and give it to him. So, as I was looking on YouTube, I came across a song by Frankie J called Daddy's Little Girl, and I consider myself to be a daddy's little girl. I mean, I am. And so I looked at it, and I swear I bawled my eyes out for like the next half an hour. It's an amazing song, but it doesn't match my relationship with my father. And it got me thinking that even though we might not see eye to eye all the time, we actually hardly ever do, but it could be so much worse. I'm extremely lucky. My dad loves me, and I know he'd do anything for me. I'm so beyond lucky that I have him. Um, my dad is just purely amazing. He's my superhero and was the center of my world as a kid. Um, I remember when I was like 7-ish, and just as Buffy the Vampire Slayer was coming out, around then. My sister and my mom were in the living room watching the show, and I think it was about this bug that was like stealing people's skin and stuff or killing them or something like that. I don't remember. And of course, being the youngest, I wanted to show how big and bad and tough I was, and I didn't want them to know I was afraid. So I sat there for the whole half an hour or hour and watched this show, and I was terrified, positively terrified. I was too afraid to even move to get out of the room, okay? And when it was over, it was my sister's and my bedtime. And I remember I snuck into my mom and dad's room and hid underneath the covers and pretended like I was just a wrinkle in the sheets or like a pillow or something. Just kind of waited for my dad to notice I was there. And I was hoping he'd let me sleep with him that night because I was so afraid. Um, my dad, when I was little, used to make me feel safe. Like, no matter what was underneath the bed or what was lurking in the shadowy corners, I was safe. That no matter what it was, it couldn't touch me. Yeah, I was such a dork when I was little, but that's just how it was. I felt safe around him, and I still do. My dad's my hero, and I doubt I could ever dream or ask for a better father than he is. And I realize how horrible it must be for all the people who don't have their fathers, or their fathers left them, or their fathers are in the army or whatever. I know that even though that the people whose fathers are in the army, that their dads are still alive. It's horrible. It's almost like they're already dead. I've dated a few people in the army, and it's awful. It's sitting around waiting by the phone or at your computer waiting for an email or an IM from them saying that they're okay, and it's awful, in the back of your mind. Every time you can't reach them for over a day and a half or so, you always wonder when you're gonna get that phone call saying that they're not coming back, that you'll never see them, you'll never hear their voice again. And it's awful, really. And I thank God that I have my dad and he loves me. And I just wanted to say that, Daddy, I love you. And I know I might not say it enough, but I do. You're the best, and you're so amazing. And I only hope that if I ever have kids, that their dad is even half as perfect as you are. I love you, Daddy. Always.